To action with the leaked SCOTUS opinion late last night that has solidified what we knew to be true, that the current United States Supreme Court is set to unravel the protections established under Roe v. Wade. Now, I want to be clear that this is not a surprise to many of us. If you listen to the December 1st oral arguments, and the questions asked by the SCOTUS, it was pretty clear that those who were recently appointed by a president who did not win the majority of the popular vote, that their intention was to perpetuate right-wing talking points in the Supreme Court and to pursue a politically motivated agenda to ban abortion long-term, beginning with the unraveling of the protections established by Roe v. Wade. Of course, this news was first broken by Politico, and you can read that full article if you need to. But we're here as members of the House Democratic Caucus to provide a response and to also set the stage for what is a critically important fight this midterm and beyond. And so I am joined by Representative and our policy chair, Fentress Driscoll, Representative Robin Bartleman. I also know that we expect to be joined by Representative Kelly Skidmore. We also have with us in solidarity Representative Carlos Guillermo Smith. And if there are other representatives or members who are here, I will do my best to recognize you as you join us. Now, just to give some quick opening remarks that add on to the points I already made, we want to be clear that abortion is still legal in this country, that this is a draft opinion, not the final opinion. But again, it does follow a clear, consistent effort by the Republican Party to end the right to abortions. And we have to ensure that those who pursue this anti-abortion agenda feel the consequences of stripping away our rights. While unprecedented and devastated, again, this news is not final. And we don't want people, especially patients who may have an appointment today, tomorrow, or later this month. We don't want patients in Florida to feel like they don't have bodily autonomy. You still do. And we are fighting every single day to make sure that that remains a right for you and your loved ones. But abortion access in America is in crisis. The Supreme Court is set to strip us away of a fundamental right to make our own healthcare decisions. And so we need to step up. Right now, over 26 states are positioned to ban abortion with this SCOTUS decision. Now, Florida, of course, is unique because we have an enumerated right to privacy in our state constitution. And so whatever happens at SCOTUS will have a ripple effect around the country and right here in the Sunshine State. But our fight will look a little bit different. And just 2 weeks ago, Governor Ron DeSantis signed into law HB 5, which is the 15-week abortion ban with no exceptions for rape, incest, or human trafficking. And that is set to go into place on July 1st, with the ACLU already committing to file suit. Now, again, if SCOTUS does allow for Mississippi's 15-week abortion ban to stay, which that is what things seem to be, then the federal challenge obviously would be moot, but there is still going to be a state challenge in Florida because Florida voters time and time again have demonstrated that they support privacy rights, they support personal decisions between a person, their family, their doctor, and their faith. And so we're going to have our own state battle in state court based on the state justices, which candidly are also concerning to us because just this week it was announced that one of our state justices is retiring 15 years before he needed to, which does give Governor DeSantis the opportunity to appoint someone new. So what do we do in the face of these types of fights? Well, my colleagues are going to highlight what their thoughts are and ways that they encourage folks to take action. But I think it's really important that abortion access become a litmus test for good government. That if you care about freedoms, then you should understand why the freedom to make decisions about your pregnancy are so critical to our American and Florida values. And elections will be the determiner if people have access to an abortion. Because what the SCOTUS is basically saying in this draft opinion is that there are no legal federal firewalls. Everything goes back to the states. And so if your state cares about women's rights and cares about gender equality, and by the way, it's not just abortion. In the draft opinion, we saw Justice Alito reference two specific Supreme Court cases that impact LGBTQ plus equality and marriage equality. And so first will be abortion rights, but every other right we have fought hard for is at risk right now. And so we have to make sure that Americans and Floridians understand what is at stake. Now, when you don't vote, you are not only giving up your voice and giving up your power, but you're giving up your rights. And so this is a time for urgency. It is a time for folks to step up and get engaged. And yes, we know there are protests being planned around the country at 5 p.m. today, and we encourage folks to participate, but you cannot just march. We need folks to register to vote. We need folks to knock on doors. We need folks to talk about this issue at the kitchen table and every platform they can, because time and time again, we see especially abortion rights get side railed by other types of topics, and we cannot let that happen again.